In a couple of days, we're going to start our end of year wind down. And during this time, I'm going to demonstrate the tools and techniques and the concepts that we can use to reverse engineer the future. In order to do this, we're going to pick a very particular thing that we want to bring into existence. And then we're going to start with that end in mind, what we want to achieve, and then actively work our way forward from where we are to where we want to be. So what we're going to do is we're going to predict for ourselves or invent for ourselves a very Merry Christmas, and we're going to create a Happy New Year. So in this particular case, what we get to do is we get to define for ourselves what our own ideal Christmas looks like. And then we spend time trying to figure out exactly what would go into making that Christmas the way we want it, what things we want to add, what things we want to avoid, what things we need to be prepared for in advance, and what things we can leave till late. If we get this right, then we set ourselves up for the best chance of having a really relaxed, enjoyable, family-oriented Christmas. So that is the plan. I'm going to do a daily video series in which I demonstrate how to use the tools of reverse engineering, building a second brain, and developing an organization and productivity system so that we can give ourselves the best chance of having a good Christmas and bringing in the new year on the right foot. For those of you interested in following along and actually participating in some way, this is the basic structure of what I want to do. So it's going to be a 28-day wind down period from the 20th of November, finishing on the 18th of December. So the structure of reverse engineering is something like this. In the first week, what we'll do is we'll start developing the vision for our ideal Christmas to have the best chance of happening. In the second week, we start to develop a plan. And this will involve some strategic thinking, being a little bit analytical. So what kinds of things do we need to purchase? What kinds of things do we need to order? Who do we need to coordinate with? And what kinds of things do we need to do ahead of time? We'll start to think about the big things and the small things. In the third week, this will be our week for taking action. So at this point, we will have a clear vision of what we want to achieve and a clear plan for action. And therefore, when we take action, we can really make sure that our energy and our mind and our actions are really focused so that we get things done in an efficient way. And by week 4, we will have a clear vision of what we want to do for Christmas. We will have had a plan, and we will have already started taking action. The fourth week really is about a chance to review what things we might have left out, what things need to be rejigged. Maybe some expectations need to be adjusted. Maybe some plans need to be changed. Or maybe there are last minute things that need doing. But notice that this is still a full week before the Christmas period. So as we're reviewing and wrapping, many people only start to enter their Christmas cycle, and they only have 2 weeks where we had 6. There's going to be a daily plan that will, 1, help you engineer the Christmas that you want to have. That will, 2, help you build a second brain for the year 2023 and beyond. 3, they will help you get organized and be productive so that the things that you need doing by the end of this year get done. And then 4, they'll give you a methodical approach to reviewing your system so that it can become something that gives you continuous benefit well beyond this limited use case. So that's the plan. It'll be a 4-week organization and productivity drive with the plan to have the majority of the action and planning taken by the 10th of December, which means from the 11th to the 18th of December, all we're really doing is just tying up loose ends and making sure that by the time the final week of Christmas comes, we are already prepared. If we are prepared, if everything is done, if we know what our Christmas looks like, if we know what we need to coordinate, then we can be calm, we can be relaxed, and we can enjoy ourselves. And we can have the kind of Christmas that gives us renewal and replenishment, that we feel relaxed about, that feels rewarding. And so the idea here is to manage our energy, manage our time, to have a nice Christmas, and then to enter a new year feeling relaxed, refreshed, renewed, and ready to start a new year off on the right foot. So that's the plan. I invite anyone to join the Facebook group and follow along, or join us here on the public social medias. That's it for today. Talk to you tomorrow.